All right, lesson 2 for unit 8 of pre-algebra is going to be about sequences and equations. Really, we're going to be talking about a particular problem type where we're given a list of values and we want to write an equation that represents those. Let's jump in with some examples, right? Let's dive on in. First example is going to be write an equation that describes the sequence 7, 10, 13, 16. Then find the 15th term of the sequence. Well, what we're going to do is, to do this, we're going to put these numbers into a table. We're going to make a table with these values, and then we're going to kind of figure out some pieces of that table. We're going to, well, let's write this as a table. So for these terms, we have the first term is 10. The second term is 13. The third term is, whoop, I did that. I'm all kinds of off, aren't I? What happened? I missed that the first term is actually 7, and the second term is 10. Third term is 13, and the fourth term is 16. Now, if we look at this, when we're trying to write an equation that represents these things, we need to look at the difference essentially between these. On the right-hand column, which is the y column, actually, we are adding 3 to each one of these things. To get from 7 to 10, we added 3. To get from 10 to 13, we added 3, and so on and so forth. These are all plus 1. At this point in our looking at linear functions and stuff, they're all going to be, I don't know what I'm writing. I'm trying to talk and write at the same time, and it's not working out, is it? Not at all. How about plus 1 each time? Plus 1 over here on the x side. So this is a piece of our puzzle. Now, the other piece of our puzzle is we need to find the 0 term, right? We've got the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, but we need to find the 0 term. And so to find the 0 term, we're going to go back up 1. So since we're going back up 1, we're going to subtract 3 instead of adding 3. And we're going to end up with 4 and then 0 over here, right? Okay, so now we have all the pieces that we need. The pieces that we need to write an equation are how much we're going up by each time and the 0 term. Okay, so the equation is y equals 3, which is this 3 right here, x plus the 0 one, so plus 4. And actually, I'm gonna erase this, and I'm gonna use f of x notation, our function notation, like what we learned in the last video. Because now, to find the 15th term, what we need to do is we need to take and find f of 15. Okay, so we're going to do f of 15. Now, just like we did last time, we're going to replace that x with parentheses plus 4. And then inside the parentheses, we're going to put this number. So we're going to put 15. 3 times 15 is, I was about to say the wrong thing. How about 45? I was about to say 30, but it's not 30. It's 45 plus 4. So f of 15, so the 15th term of this sequence, down to 15, equals 49. 49. So this is part of the answer, and then the equation is right there. Let's do one more of those to make sure we've got it, and then that's going to be it. So next example. Oops, I cleared the wrong one. How about that one? That looked good. Okay, so that's grammar for you. That looked good. Write an equation that describes the sequence 10, 11, 12, 13. Then we're going to find the 23rd term of the sequence. So the same strategy applies. We're going to take and we're going to list them. We're going to list the x, which is going to be the term, and we're going to list the y. Actually, let's look at a different way to write that. Let's do t for term. That sounds reasonable. And then we're going to find f of t on this side, which will be the actual numbers. So the first term is 10. The second term is 11. And then the 12th term. The third term in our list is 12. The fourth term in our list is 13. Right? So over here, we're adding 1 each time. Plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. Right? Now we need to go back up and get the 0 term. So we're going to subtract off 1. So 10 minus 1 is 9. Right? So now we have the pieces of our puzzle. So our equation is going to be f of t equals 1 times t plus 9. Now, we're going to clean that up real quick because when we have 1 times a variable, we usually drop that 1. So our equation, so for that part of the answer, f of t equals t plus 9. So that's part of the answer. Now we want to find the 23rd term, right? And so we're going to look for f of 23 equals, put parentheses where the variable is. We don't really need the parentheses on this problem, but it's best to stay in those good habits so that we do them when it counts, right? So now we're going to take and put 23. Oops. I accidentally did something weird. Cancel. I don't want to do whatever that was. I'm going to put 15 in for t. 15 plus 9 equals 24. So if we keep on going down the list here, the 23rd term is 20. Oh, what have I done? Where did I get 15 from? I was doing the last thing. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all. Did y'all catch that before I caught it in the video? It's like a mini game within my videos some days, depending on how late at night I'm ending up making these. Can you spot the mistake before Mr. Sean does? Well, you know, whatever. How about 32? So the 23rd term is 32. Right, so there you go. There you have it. In our next lesson, we're going to talk about representing linear functions. Mostly, we're going to be talking about our early points of graphing, parts of graphing them using a table just like this. We'll see you there if you're one of my students. See you in class. If you're not one of my students, thank you for joining us. We will see you at emberlearninglabs.com for more information. See you later. Bye-bye.